Hi guys, so I know it's a little last minute and a lot short notice, but I figured I've got time right now. I'm going to go ahead and do that live. Let me turn my music down because I do feel that it's a little loud. Maybe, there we go. I thought it was low enough, but it still felt like I was having to shout over it. So, I hope, since it's such short notice, that I get some people that are able to watch. But what I figured I would do tonight is this cute little wagon with a gnome in there. Now the wagon, I got those from Target. And then the little hay bales or straw bales, I got those at the Dollar Tree. And I'm just using a pool noodle for the gnome. And then the accessories, the little pumpkins, I got those at the Dollar Tree. And then I had like a little flower pick or leaves, like a fall pick from Walmart. This is the back view. And I did choose not to glue the gnome down, just because if they wanted to take this out and put like a gourd or something in there, that would work as well. Or if you wanted to switch it out and put like a Halloween one in there, that would work. But this is a cute little wagon. The wheels do not move. They are glued down or screwed in the bottom there. But it was $5. It was not on sale or anything. It was just a $5 wagon. But I figured that's not a bad price. They're really heavy duty. Hi, Mella. I am so glad that you like the videos. I love doing them. And I'm so glad that people are actually able to catch me tonight, because it is a little bit later than what I normally do. I worked during the day, and so I figured after I got off work, I'd eat, do a little bit of stuff, and then I'm just going to go ahead and do it because I want to get some of these done for market this weekend. So since I've got a few people on, I'm just going to go ahead and get into it. So what I did was I took one of the baskets, or the wagons, and the gnome, I just covered him in felt and material. So this, I want to say it's hay or straw. I want to say straw bale. Just so you know, when you unwrap it, the stuff is going to go crazy. You know, it's going to shed like no other. So what I did after I took the plastic off, I shook it in a Walmart sack or trash bag just to get a little bit of the extra off of there. But as you can see, it's still shedding. I just say that adds character. So don't stress that it's making a mess. Oh, Melissa, I know it feels like forever. But I need to get back into getting these done. I have market this weekend, and I want to be able to add a little bit extra stuff to my table, some fall looking stuff. So what I did was I decided to go ahead and glue down my straw. Really, it doesn't take a whole lot, but I wanted those wires, the wires to be on top. And I put it all the way to the back of the wagon. That way there's room for my gnome to sit in there. And this is a 4-inch pool noodle. The width from here is about 2 inches, and then it's 4 inches long. So a 2-inch pool noodle by 4 inches, and then that's going to be him on there. But I already glued my wagon down, and it's shedding like crazy. Don't stress over that. Sometimes when you do crafts, it's a lot more fun if there's a little bit of mess, because that way, that's how the best things turn out. They get a little bit messy. Now, before I do the gnome, I wanted to decorate all around just to make this look a little pretty, because I always try to save the best things for last, and the gnomes are my all-time favorites, so I'm saving him for last. So what I did, these pumpkins, I want to say there was 4 or 5 in each package for $1. Hi, Kathy. And what I did was I cut them down just a little bit, and I'm going to put them inside. I'm going to start a pilot hole though, but I'm going to glue them down to this because I don't want them coming off. So what I did, this is just a piece from a pair of glasses. I don't remember what piece it was, but I had made these little snowman ornaments, and this is left over from it. So what I did, in order to make a pilot hole, I'm going to use my little jewelry making pliers and hold that. And then I'm going to create a hole in there, and I'm just going to kind of wiggle it around just so I can put some glue down in there, and it'll hold my pumpkin a little bit. Then I'm going to shoot some glue down in there, and then he'll be able to sit nicely. And then I'm going to do that for the white one. Create like a little hole. Then you add that glue. And that'll hold that in place. I like how, I mean, you can fit more than just 2 pumpkins on there, but I didn't want to overpower it and stack tons and tons of stuff. And with all the leaves and all the other stuff that I'm putting on there, I think if I did more than 2, it would overpower it for my taste. But there's no wrong way of doing it. So if you feel like stacking up pumpkins or using smaller ones, you could even use smaller little bales. I know some of the Dollar Trees have the little itty bitty ones. You could stack those like they were taking it to go put it in the hay mound. But there's no wrong way. So however you want to do it. And then these are some of the stuff that I had gotten from a pick at Walmart. So all I'm going to do is glue these in between and wherever I'm wanting that to go. So I will apply some glue where I want it to stay. Might even have to hold it down just a little bit, but you're just wanting to kind of give it a little bit of depth. And then this here, I thought the color, I mean, it is a little muted, but I thought it would just add a little bit of character as well. So I'm going to make that to where it's standing up. I want to be able to see the leaves behind it too. And this was in that same one. I want to put that in the corner. stuff that in there. I think I'm going to add a little bit of glue on that leaf. So it stays put. Then I'm going to take this one here and I'm going to put that down in there as well. Just with a little bit of glue. They whip up pretty easy. And then on the front, I kind of want it to look like there's a vine. So they had this in that pick as well. So I'm going to start just that end piece right where that straw bale starts. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. Once that dries right where that hay bale starts, I'm going to bend it to where there's like a little curve. I'll let it dry a little bit though, but I'm going to curve it to where it kind of scrolls. Just because I think that would add a really cute little detail. Then I'm going to go ahead and bend that. And let it dry just a little bit. Then that's going to curve back up towards the back of that hay bale. Or straw. I keep calling it a hay bale, but it's straw. Then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the end there to hold that in place. And then in the corner, I thought it needed just a little bit of something. So I put these little, I don't know if they're supposed to be berries or what it is, but put those in the corner. And I had a little stray one, so I'm just going to glue that down wherever. Just to kind of give it a little bit of depth there. So this is what it ends up looking like. And I mean, that wasn't much time at all. What, maybe 5 minutes? Very, very cute. I mean, you could leave it like that and put one of those, I wouldn't put a regular flame candle, but you could use the flameless candles and put that in there, and that would make really cute little centerpiece as well. But I'm going to go ahead and make that gnome. Now I made a special little template because the other one that I had was a little bit too small. So I made a little bigger one. It is about 8 inches tall to the point and about 9 inches wide from the curve. So there's about 9 inches there, and then it's about 8 inches tall. It just kind of works out better for me that way. And I've already cut some of my fabric. So what I'm going to do first is this bottom part. I want it to look like a finished edge. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue and fold that up. And you know, the fall decor is really in right now. It's everywhere. And I find myself looking more and more at it, but then I keep saying, no, I gotta use up the stuff that I've got, because I still have boats and nautical stuff that I planned on using, and I haven't used those yet. But now I'm kind of wanting to do the fall, and I'm really excited to start Halloween stuff as well. So once I have this edge done, I'm also going to do one side, because that's going to make a finished edge as well. When I'm done showing you how to do these and what all I did, I do have another thing that I want to show you that I had done. I found at Target in that same area, that $5 spot, they had these little hands with glass globes. And so the hand is like holding this glass globe. Well, I fell in love with those too, so I had to get some of them. Now then, once you have that end done, I have glue everywhere. I'm going to go ahead and assemble this hat. And it's okay if it's slightly bigger than your noodle, just because it can be a little bit wrinkly, and it just adds character. Or you can have it really tight to where it just forms a point and it won't wrinkle or bend. So there's no wrong way of doing it, and that's what I love about doing my gnomes. You know, there's no wrong way of doing it, and you just have fun. Alright, so I'm just about done with the tip of his hat. And then I'm just going to set that aside. Make sure that you did not glue any of that shut. And then also, I do plan on putting a little bit of stuffing in there, just because I found that if I don't, it'll show the top part of this pool noodle. It'll show like a line. So I don't want it to show that. And that's why I added that little bit of batting. So with this here, I'm just tracing around my noodle so I know where to put my glue. I don't want to put the glue on here because it will melt and create little divots and holes. So I'm going to put my glue directly on my felt. And then I will place this in its spot, flip it over so it's not going to create those divots. And then all I'm going to do is cut around. It doesn't have to be perfect. And if you didn't want to do this here, you could cut little slits in it and glue the sides up. But I thought this works. Okay. Where'd it go? There it is. Alright, so then I'm gonna cut my felt to where it is 4 inches. Maybe I will use my ruler so it doesn't go lopsided on me. But if your edge is not straight on this side, it's totally fine because the hat will cover up some of that unevenness. Okay, and at first I was kind of wondering whether or not to use this burnt orange with this, because I thought, oh, well, maybe it's going to be too much orange. But for fall, and you're not going to see a whole lot of it because it's going to be hidden down inside this wagon. So he's going to be down inside. So you're mainly going to see his beard and his hat. From the back, you can see this here, but I figured it'll just tie it in really well with that orange. You can use even like reds and greens, whatever color you're wanting, yellows. There's no wrong way of doing it. So with this here, I'm going to start gluing. I'll add more glue to my gun. Making sure that it's flush with that bottom. Then I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of this all the way. Making sure that that is still at the bottom there. Now, once I start getting close, I'm going to see where it meets. Now, if I wouldn't have tons and tons left over, I would just glue it down. But later on, I can use this little bitty piece for the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and cut what I'm not going to use. I'll put that in my thing there. Then I will glue that down. So his body is done. And I didn't add any arms, but if you want to add arms, go ahead and do it. There's no wrong way. And I didn't add any feet because there wasn't any room. But if you wanted, you could fill that whole bottom of that, the wagon. And if you wanted, you could sit him on top and have feet dangling down. That would be another cute way. Or put like a fake candle here and have him sitting on the hay bale with a pumpkin or two with his feet dangling and arms. Maybe I might have to do one of those at some point, but these here I think are really cute and they turn out really adorable. Alright, so on the other one, I did a brown beard. This one, I chose a white one. So I'm just gonna put it just a little bit below the top. And then I will glue that down, making sure I have that seam to the back, or you can put the seam to the front because you're not really going to see the seam. It'll be down inside the in the wagon. Then I'm going to use my little medium-sized bead for his nose. So you'll want to find the center and just make like a little space to put your nose. Then you add your glue. He's already looking cute. And you can use a comb and brush his beard, or you can fluff it out and make it look messy, however you're wanting it. Then I'm going to take some of that stuffing.
Author of Find Your Unicorn Space. I'm partnering with Levi Yoplait to inspire you to find your creative purpose, or what I call unicorn space. You can say yes, say we to more moments of intention.
You know, I was worried about this burnt orange, but I'm liking it. I'm really liking how that looks. And then I'm putting on the hat after I put that stuffing in there just to see where I want everything placed. I do want it to come down a little bit farther in the back. But where I'm going to glue it first is on his nose. And I'm making sure the seam of my hat is to the back. You can always put it on the side if you like. There's no wrong way of doing that. Just whatever your preference is. He's looking cute though. And then I'm going to glue down some of this side. Then I'm going to go to the other side and glue that one down. Now I did find that it's a little big, so I'm just going to fix that by gluing it down, and then I'm going to create like a little pucker in the back there. I'm just going to hold it down, make sure that that dries a little bit. He's looking so cute. And on my gnomes, I do like their hats folding over. So I'm going to fold his hat over and glue that down. And then I will hold that in place. Now on the one that I did here, I wanted to put a detail on the end of his hat. And I found these little brass looking buttons. They're plastic, but they look like they're brass. And I thought that's really cute. And then I had these buttons. This one here was a gourd, an orange gourd. And I thought maybe I'll put that on his hat too. Well, I didn't like how it looked, so I put it there on the vine, so it looks like it's growing a gourd. Now on the one over here, I have a different button. Whoops. I'll do it this way. And it's a little piece of, like an ear of corn. So I figure I'm going to snip that little buttonhole off the back. And I'm going to put this ear of corn on that vine. That way it gives that little pop of detail like I did on that other one. That looks cute. And then on his hat, I'm going to glue that button for the detail on his like I did the other one. Oh my goodness. So here we go. This is the one I started with that I did the other day. And then this one, see how that little corn button gives it just a little accent there. Sometimes it's those little details that really sell the product. But you don't have to do them. You can always, you know, sometimes less is more, but you can always pile it up too, because there is somebody out there, no matter how it turns out, they're going to love it. And see, I wasn't sure if I'd like that burnt orange felt for his body, but it ties in really good with the leaf color and in the hat. And his white beard helps tie in some of the white in the pumpkin and the little berries. They turn out so cute. I ended up buying 4 of these wagons, and I think they're gonna sell like hotcakes. And they don't take much time to do. I don't know what time it is right now. Let me see here. So yeah, it's only been about a half hour, and I was able to finish one. So I mean, that's a pretty good craft. And what I normally do is the supplies times 2, and then add a little bit of profit. So I haven't tallied up all the price for this one, so I don't know yet how much I'm going to charge for them. But really, really cute. Maybe $25 is what I would charge. The wagon itself, it is about 7 inches long and about 3 inches wide. But they turn out really cute. And if you didn't want to put a gnome in here, like I said, you could make it to where he's sitting up on top, because he would look really cute there. And then put a flameless candle in there, or fill it up completely and have him sitting on hay bales or whatever. Or you can put him down inside. There's no wrong way. And I will post pictures on my page of the final product here. Probably not of all 4, because I'm not going to work on the other 2 tonight. Because I do have to work tomorrow. But I did want to get this live in to show you guys how to do this cute little wagon. And if you have any other ideas, or if you do them, shoot me a message. Let me know how yours turned out. Thank you guys so much for liking them and giving me all the positive feedback on there. And thank you for watching. I enjoy visiting with you guys every time I do a live, and I do feel like I do need to do the lives more often. Hopefully some stuff will calm down and I'll get some more time off and be able to do some more lives or get off early and stuff. But I think I'm going to let you guys go. Make sure to sprinkle the video and just keep checking back. I will do more. Saturdays I do market. Right now it's going to be over at the Orchlands parking lot. Same time, 8:30 to 11 Saturday. Just because Old Threshers is going on. Once Old Threshers is over, then it'll be back at the fairgrounds there. But until then, I'm going to let you go. And I really appreciate you guys watching, giving me all the positive feedback. And I will keep you posted on the next one. And again, I apologize for having it so late and such short notice. I didn't give much notice this time. But I really do appreciate you guys checking in and visiting with me and watching this cute little thing. And I do hope that you guys find some and try making them. Definitely let me know what yours looks like. So I'm going to let you go, and I will talk to you guys later. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will talk to you then. Bye.